Final prediction. Final prediction. DLC is releasing November 8th. November 8th of this year. Final prediction. All right. Buff your abilities with your R. What is that? Whirlwind. Let's go, baby. Cyclone Chef. 827. What? What? It just stealth drop. What? It's in 6 days. It's coming out in 6 days. Yo, there's not very much new here aside from just like the character himself. I won't break him down too much. It's very similar to Chef from Risk of Rain 1. Just you don't have legs anymore. You have a roller, so the utility skill is a roll. It seems like you can charge up the roll to get extra speed and distance. But if you just tap it, you get the speed boost right away and just shorter distance. So you might want to charge it up for like, obviously when you're spawning into a map like this, right, where everything's like so far away, you're going to charge it up. But for the most part, I would imagine you just kind of tap it and it'd be a pretty decent utility skill. It depends on how many things you can do while you're rolling. I'm assuming you can still attack. Actually, let's see. Okay, so I don't think you can attack. It doesn't. Yeah, you have to hold on. You're holding on for dear life. So you can't attack while you do this, I would imagine. But that looks pretty good for utility skill. And then he has his alternate skills have some. The alternate special is the one that upgrades your ability. So default Chef will not have the upgrade potential for the first game. That's the alternate special. The default special is the. It's called Glaze. I'm pretty sure it's called Glaze, right? Yeah, who glazing up right now? Yeah, it's called Glaze. So he looks pretty fun. He actually looks very, very fun. I'm very excited to be playing that. But yeah, dude, there's not really much else to say. We have tons of new items. Obviously, I could speculate on what the items are and blah, blah. All right, so final thoughts on the DLC. What I'm expecting. The two biggest things that I am hoping for with the upcoming DLC, which releases in 6 days, 6 days, is number one, item balance, vanilla item balance, and maybe the Void DLC as well. But dude, I can't put this on YouTube if you fart, chat. Don't make me end the stream. The two things that I'm looking forward to the most with the DLC, the things that I'm hoping that take place. Number one, the early game spawns of the enemies. They're terrible. There are some times you spend 60, 90, 120 seconds without any action. The enemies are just sitting there. Like, how many times have you walk around on like stage 1, stage 2, the enemies are just sitting in a corner? You know, it happens all the time. So I hope that they address that in some capacity. It's just so boring not doing anything, right? There are some mods that address it and fix it, but especially like console boys, what are console boys going to do? They can't download mods. So I hope that's addressed. Number two, item balance, specifically like vanilla and maybe some Void DLC items as well. Dude, like the green items and the yellow items, especially the yellow items. When's the last time you got excited over a yellow item? Like you barely see them in your runs. And when you get them, most of the time it's going to be on like stage, 1 through 3. And what are you going to get? Genesis Loop, Beetle Gland, Titanic Neural? Like, come on. And then the green items, there are a lot of green items that just aren't very interesting. They're not very fun. You can't really feel the impact of them. And if you can, it's like Deathmark. Deathmark's a good item, but you don't feel the impact of it until later on, once you have other items. Like ATG, you get it, it shoots a missile. You see what it does, it's cool, right? Now, I don't need everything to be like ukulele ATG level. That's not what I'm hoping for. But I really hope we see some vanilla item balance, especially in the greens and the yellows, because they need some love. They need some love. All right, other than that, obviously there's going to be a ton of new stuff, tons of new items, new survivors, new characters. I believe that there are no more reveals for the DLC. It's coming out in 6 days. So I would imagine that the False Sun, if you go back to the teaser document that was leaked a while ago, there were 3 survivors. It was the Seeker, which is confirmed, Chef, who is now confirmed, and then the False Sun. I believe the False Sun is going to be like a heretic situation. We have to get a certain order of items in your run, then transform into the False Sun, maybe like go do like some obstacle course and you get to play for him the rest of your run. It doesn't look like he's going to be a like main menu selectable character. We'll see. That's pure speculation on my end. I have no idea. We will see, but that's what I'm kind of getting at. I think he's going to be a heretic situation. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, twitch.tv/Woolie Gaming. Follow the stream. Subscribe to the channel here. We're going to be playing a lot of the upcoming Risk of Rain DLC in 6 days. 6 days!